What's up, everybody? Today we're going to be exploring a product that's been generating a lot of excitement, and it has to do a lot with the fact that it's from Haus Labs, but also the name. These blushes are the Color Fuse Glassy Blush Balm, and based on the title, I am assuming that these give you a very glowy finish. I'm wondering whether the word glassy is just a marketing term, but really the finish that it's going to give us is just as shiny as previous blushes, or if there's something special in here that's going to make us look super reflective, perfect for that glowy summer look. These blushes retail for $34. They come in 8 shades. I bought them at Sephora, and I got all the shades because I really want to do a demo and put each one on my cheeks so that you can see what they look like. First, I'm gonna swatch all of them on my arm, then I'll put them all on my cheeks, and then I'll walk you through a full day wear test I did in Miami. So high humidity, very hot day. This is Tangelo. It's an orange shade. Pomelo Pink is a peachy pink. This is Pitaya, a cool pink. Glassy Watermelon, it's a red shade. Glassy Lilac, this is a lavender. Glassy Rosette, this is a rose shade. Glassy Hibiscus, I think this is going to be a very popular shade. And finally we have, what is it? Glassy Acai, which is a black cherry. I just wiped off the swatches. As you can see, there's a little bit of a stain left behind. I could have done a better job of using eye makeup remover on a cotton round and wiping that off, but whatever. I'm just rolling up my sleeves so I don't get my shirt stained. Let's get started with the cheek swatches. Now this one, we're going to try 2 different ways of applying this. The first method of application will be putting the stick straight onto the skin. I am wearing foundation, so did it lift the foundation? Okay, it looks like it did, but I think that my foundation is kind of close to this color, so we'll do that test again with when we get to this shade. If you were to ask a makeup artist, they would tell you put it first in the back of your hand and work the brush into the back of your hand. Now let's be realistic. Are we really gonna do that? I'm not, because I don't like to get my hands dirty when I'm hurrying up trying to do my makeup in the morning. I want to be able to just put it straight on. I mentioned this color in a previous video, and I said that it didn't show up on me. It does show up. This is actually the perfect subtle, everyday pink blush. That's with a brush. Now on this cheek, I am not using a brush. I'm just using my fingers. Why? Because I want to see if the brush is taking some of that glossiness away. Do we keep more of that glossiness if we just tap it on with the fingers? Let's see. This is with the brush. And this is without the brush. I'll have to look at the footage side by side, but I think that we still get plenty of glossiness with the brush. So that's nice. Up next is Glassy Tangelo. Whoa, these are super pigmented. Yikes. Wipe it on my towel. The blush is not patchy. It's just my uneven skin tone. Okay, this swatch came out pretty terrible. It's tricky. It's tricky because it is very pigmented. This is Glassy Lilac. Okay, this was a lot easier to blend because it's, you know, the color, it's not as pigmented. Oh, pretty. And I normally stay away from these lilac colors. And look at that, not bad. Glassy Hibiscus. Ooh, this one is really pretty. Wow. That's nice. This is Glassy Rosette. Glassy Pitaya. As you can see, the formula is not giving a lot of coverage. It's a bit translucent. Yikes. Okay, now we're gonna see whether it lifts the foundation. So I'm putting a normal amount of foundation on this cheek. No, I would put a little more to get more coverage there. I want to see also how the blush looks over a set face. So we're setting the face with powder. In a perfect world, the blush will not lift the foundation and it will look good on top of powder. It won't give us some like funky texture. Okay, but I already did Pitaya, so let's go to ACAI. All right, set face. And then we do this. Yes, it did lift the foundation. Based on this one test, it didn't lift the foundation as much as I thought it would. Remember that I did set it with powder. I don't know if it would lift it a lot before powder. Oh, great. Okay, let's see if I'm gonna be able to blend this out. It's blending. I don't want to swipe too much because if I swipe, I'm going to move the foundation, i.e. I'm moving the coverage. So let me just focus on tapping, and this is gonna take some time. All right, Glassy ACAI. Yes, way too pigmented for me, just as the Pitaya was. But if you also have uneven skin tone like me, notice that if you don't have any foundation underneath, because it does have that translucent finish, your spots or whatever it is gonna be able to shine through. You have the option of putting on your foundation, setting your foundation with powder, and on top of that, put on the balm. I am looking out for any, like, is it gathering? Is it, I don't know, is it looking weird? Well, it's looking weird because it's so pigmented. This is not good for my skin tone. Or if I want to wear it, I should have just used one little tiny micro dot. My point is that it does work on top of a set face. Not set, set. Is one a lot shinier than the other, one side? The last one is Glassy Watermelon. I'm starting off with one dot. One dot on bare skin. Okay, let's do maybe 2 dots. I'm not seeing the glassiness. It's definitely not looking any shinier than other cream blushes. So far, I would say that no, the glassy part is just marketing buzzword. Now we're gonna get into the wear test and we're gonna talk about longevity because, long story short, one of the main claims is that this is long wearing. And it is. The color really did stay put all day. I did 2 full day wear tests and it stayed different shades. I tried different ones and they did stay on the whole day. One of those days when I wear tested it, it was me, my mom, and my husband, and we went down to Miami to the Cabana show. It's basically a show for retailers because we have a retail store where you have a bunch of vendors and it's all about resort wear. So anything that you could wear to, well, I guess a resort during summer, or if you're going on a cruise, think bathing suits, bathing suit cover-ups, sandals, purses, sunglasses, the most gorgeous jewelry. It was down at the Miami Convention Center. We didn't know where to park. So we parked, but we ended up walking. It was a good 10-minute walk in full-on, intense, sunny Miami heat. So I can tell you that I put it to the test just because of the extreme weather. The color was still there at the end of the day. Okay, so let's talk about who these are for and who I don't think they're suitable for. If you want a glossy, dewy look, this will give it to you in varying degrees depending on the application. You're gonna get the most glossiness if you put it on straight from the stick and use your finger. Although if you use a brush, I think you can still get that glossy effect. Notice that I am blending the edges, especially. I'm trying not to touch this middle area too much, because the more you touch it, you blend it out with a brush, I feel that it's toning down the gloss a little bit. So I'm just kind of blending it here around the edges and leaving the middle as untouched as you can. Are these worth it for $34? I think they're on the expensive side, starting with the packaging. The packaging, it's not luxe packaging, and for $34, I would expect this to feel more luxurious. It's very light, plasticky. I could, however, look past the packaging if the finish were extraordinarily glossy, but it's not. It's nothing new. It's not mind-blowing. So I am disappointed on that front. I'm not very impressed with the glossiness. If you have an oily skin type, you might want to stay away from these because it's just gonna make you look shinier. I'm gonna end it here, you guys. Is this a product that you're thinking about trying? And if you've tried it, what are your thoughts? Please let me know. Say hello in the comments, and I will see you next time. Bye.